So will AI replace your career?
Look, it's the exact question keeping millions of professionals awake at night right now, and honestly, we've all seen the doom and gloom headlines. Artificial intelligence is, without a doubt, driving one of the biggest tectonic shifts in the job market since the dawn of the internet. Jobs are going to change. And yeah, certain specific tasks, they might disappear completely. It is entirely natural to feel anxious about your job security when the ground is shifting underneath our feet this incredibly fast.
But let's do a quick reality check here. AI is not some sci-fi, inescapable monster coming to steal your livelihood. The actual reality is this. No, AI won't replace you. But someone using AI, they absolutely might. So the real question isn't whether AI is going to affect your career. I mean, it already has. The true challenge is figuring out exactly how you position yourself to actually benefit from it. AI is a tool, and just like literally any revolutionary tool in human history, the people who figure out how to leverage it are the ones who are going to thrive.
So welcome to this explainer. I am super pumped to guide you through this today. We're going to break down the exact actionable strategies you need to completely future-proof your profession. And listen, we aren't here to sell you hype or promise you some crazy overnight six-figure salary. We are looking at the grounded, actual reality of the tech industry, based entirely on what hiring managers are desperately looking for right now. By the end of our time together, you're going to walk away with a highly practical, step-by-step roadmap that takes you from wherever you're sitting right now straight to becoming a highly in-demand AI professional. To get there, we've got a tight blueprint for today. We'll cover the AI revolution, finding your AI path, the skills companies actually want, building a portfolio, and finally, we'll wrap up with that 12-month roadmap. Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, the AI revolution. People really tend to panic when massive new tech arrives. But let's take a breath and put this into some historical context. Think about the personal computer, the internet, smartphones, cloud computing. Each of those waves fundamentally upended how we work, right? But they didn't just wipe out jobs. They created millions of entirely new ones that we couldn't have even imagined beforehand. The AI wave is exactly the same story. AI is quickly becoming the next foundational computing platform. It's creating this massive, entirely new layer of work across almost every single industry, rather than just wiping out every profession overnight.
Moving on to Section 2, finding your AI path.
All right, we have to crush one of the absolute biggest myths in the industry right now. This totally false idea that there's just one single AI job out there, and that you've got to be some hardcore lab coat-wearing math genius to get it. No way. The AI ecosystem is massive. Every single week, companies are hunting for AI product managers who actually understand user needs. They need AI security specialists to lock down data, AI educators to train their staff, and automation engineers to streamline operations. Entirely new careers are popping up almost overnight, and they require vastly different skill sets.
So how do you get in? Well, there are 4 very realistic starting routes. Step 1 is for the non-technical folks. If you're in marketing, HR, or sales, your path is mastering the AI tools that make your current job exponentially faster. Step 2 is for the IT pros. If you already know networking or security, you'll want to bolt on Python, LLMs, and cloud AI services. Step 3 is for the software developers. You already code, so your path is mastering vector databases, model deployment, and complex reasoning systems. And Step 4 is for the students out there. Build a rock-solid foundation in math and Python and hustle for those vital internships. The key takeaway? You don't have to start from zero. You just build on whatever you already know.
And that brings us to a massive insider career tip. Projects are often way more persuasive than certificates alone. Now, don't get me wrong. A certificate from Microsoft, Google, or AWS, that definitely builds credibility. But hiring managers, they want to see that you can actually solve a real problem. They want to see what you've built. We'll get into exactly what those projects should look like in just a minute.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 3, the skills companies actually want.
Technical skills, things like Python, SQL, and a deep understanding of large language models, those are your entry ticket. They are just the baseline. But remember, companies hire people to solve business problems. That is why business skills, like solid project management and requirements gathering, combined with human skills, like total adaptability and critical thinking, are incredibly vital. Seriously, when a hiring manager is staring at 2 candidates with the exact same technical chops, the human and business skills are what win you the job. You really need that full trifecta.
I also really need to highlight a massive emerging trend here: AI agents. We aren't just talking about run-of-the-mill chatbots where you ask a question and get a text response. These are systems capable of autonomous workflows, memory, planning, and actually using tools to execute complex enterprise tasks. This space is exploding. Companies are desperately seeking people who don't just know how to type a clever prompt, but who can actually orchestrate these complex multi-agent systems to completely automate real business processes.
Now, if you are going to orchestrate those systems, you absolutely have to understand architectural trade-offs. The biggest one right now is the classic cloud AI versus local AI debate. Cloud AI is super scalable, fully managed, and just generally way easier to spin up. But local AI, using open source models, that offers total data privacy, deep customization, and much lower recurring costs. Knowing exactly when a business should deploy to the cloud versus running a model locally on their own hardware, that is exactly the kind of strategic expertise employers are happy to pay top dollar for.
Let's talk about proving those skills in Section 4, Building Your AI Portfolio.
This is how you show a hiring manager that you mean business. Please do not just blindly follow a YouTube tutorial and copy-paste the code. Build something real. Build a customer support chatbot or a document summarizer that literally saves a specific department hours of reading time every week. Try creating a multi-agent workflow that automates a super boring business task. When you apply for a job, you want to proudly show them the code, explain your architecture, and most importantly, point to the tangible real-world outcomes your project delivered. Throw it on GitHub, talk about it on LinkedIn, write a blog post. You have to make your expertise visible.
Before we hit our final roadmap, I've got one more crucial piece of advice for you. Consistency in learning beats speed. Avoid the mistake of learning without building or ignoring the fundamentals. Look, the AI space moves incredibly fast. It is so easy to get shiny object syndrome and chase every single new model that drops on Twitter. Don't do it. Understand the math, master the concepts, and above all, keep building. Do not fall into the trap of just collecting a stack of certificates while completely forgetting to actually create things.
All right, here we are, Section 5, the 12-month roadmap.
Let's break this down into actionable chunks. Months 1 and 2, it's all about foundations, Python, prompt engineering, and wrapping your head around how LLMs actually work under the hood. Take your time here. Months 3 and 4, you get your hands dirty. Start building small apps and automating your own daily workflows. By months 5 and 6, you're leveling up, diving deep into cloud AI APIs and vector databases. Months 7 and 8 are dedicated entirely to packaging what you've learned into that killer real-world portfolio we just talked about. Months 9 and 10, step out into the public square. Start contributing to open-source projects and building your personal brand online. And finally, months 11 and 12, you are ready to confidently apply for those jobs, take on freelance gigs, or hey, even launch your own AI-powered product. It's a marathon for sure, not a sprint, but this structure guarantees you make progress.
So let's do a quick recap of our key takeaways from this explainer. Remember, AI is creating a massive new layer of opportunity across basically every discipline. Prioritize practical skill building over just collecting credentials, because a rock-solid portfolio that proves you can solve real business problems is going to win every time. Make sure you're working on your communication and critical thinking right alongside your technical chops. And above all else, stay adaptable. The specific tech is definitely going to change, but a problem-solving mindset, that is 100% future-proof.
I want to leave you with one final thought today. Are you ready to stop just watching the AI revolution happen from the sidelines and actually start building it? Listen, the best time to start developing these skills was yesterday, but the second best time is right this second. You've got the blueprint. You know exactly what the industry is looking for. The only thing left is for you to just take that first step. Keep learning, keep building, and I have absolutely no doubt that you're going to secure your place in the future of work.